Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is someone from PBS, which, by the way, is short for Public Broadcasting System. Ladies and gentlemen, Lillian Vasquez. Hello, Lillian.
Hello, Harley.
Nice to have you on the show.
Pleasure to be here. I'm so excited.
Me too. In fact, I heard that you have a very interesting job. Would you like to tell us about it?
I do have a very interesting job. I actually work for a PBS station. We're an affiliate in Southern California. I work in San Bernardino, and my station is KVCR. And I do what you're doing right now. I get to interview sometimes celebrities, sometimes musicians and authors, and sometimes we get to go on remote shoots where we go to different locations and we do interviews there. And I have the wonderful opportunity of talking and asking people all kinds of questions. I love what I do.
That's very interesting. And what brings you here to Inclusion Films?
So the reason that we're here today, we have a crew, my colleagues are here, to record and learn about Inclusion Films and how it works, and learn all about the students, the instructors. I'm going to have the opportunity to talk to some of the parents and just learn about what the workshop is all about. And maybe I'm hoping to eventually see one of your, I guess you guys do a film at the end. What's it called? Your thesis film.
Yes.
Yes. And so I'm hoping to see what that looks like in the very end.
That's very interesting. How long have you been at PBS?
Okay, so I've been working for television stations for about 20 years, and I've been at this public television station for about 17 years.
Okay. What are some of your favorite experiences since your first day at PBS?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. So I've been able to interview some great people. And so my favorite thing at the station is when I get to interview celebrities. And a lot of times, sometimes when you watch PBS, either they're really young kids that watch the cartoons or they're really older people that watch PBS. And so I get to interview some of the celebrities that are 60 plus, meaning 60 years and older, but they were really big people, big celebrities when I was little. So it's like I get to interview some of the stars that I liked as a little kid. One of my favorite interviews was with David Foster. He's a big producer in music, and he lives in Malibu, and we got to go to his home and do an interview in his home, and his home was beautiful. I loved it. It was a great interview.
Wow. And that brings me to another question. Have you learned anything from Inclusion Films?
Have I learned? Oh my gosh, I've learned so much. I've not only learned about the program and how it works, but the biggest thing I've learned is, mostly from the parents, is that they're so proud of their students, of their children who are in the program. And I even had the opportunity to interview somebody's brother who talked about his brother in the program and how proud they all are of all the students and what they're learning. And some of them are a little jealous that they didn't get to participate in this cool workshop.
By the way, that brother might have been my brother.
I think it was. I think it was. Is his name Gary?
Yes,
Yep.
His name is Gary.
Yep, that's who I interviewed.
And thank you for interviewing him. And finally, do you have any advice for people who are destined to become filmmakers?
Well, because I'm not a filmmaker, I couldn't give advice. But what I would say in just learning how to interview is to do interviews, don't always listen to what the guest is saying. And so one of the things you have to be able to do is to listen, because everybody has a story, and I like hearing everybody's story. Everyone has a different life and has a good story, and so we have to sometimes sit back, ask the questions, and then listen to the answers. That's what I'd say.
Well, thank you for the advice, and thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, our show is coming to a close right now, but I'm going to thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity. I enjoyed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lillian Vasquez.